How's it going, Twitch? How's it going, YouTube? It's Stay With 1993 here. Or, of course, if you know me from YouTube, it's Stay With 1993 Vlogs, and welcome back. We're hopping back into Destiny 2, if you can't tell, by the floaty ship in front of me. And we're going to go straight in today, and we're going to do some strikes. Just a moment. I just want to check something real quick before I do that. I need to make sure that we're recording into the right file location. Oh, the hot weather. Yeah, don't tell me about it, dude. It's awful. Well, whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Seriously. Yeah, sorry, I didn't have my headset in the right position. I'm just going to keep it down just for the kids. I'm just going to turn my headset volume up so that when I'm speaking at this volume, you can hear me better. Yeah, so I think we're good. Right. So it says here, complete strike using the same subclass element as the currently active elemental burn, which I believe is arc. So I've spec'd into my arc class on my striker, so striker, and I thought we'd just give it a go because we can get some decent gear from that. So I'm at 1005 currently. I'm also dying from the Heat Lord Optic because what you see in front of you here, this workstation, this is my office when I work from home. So I'm in the attic bedroom, which means that I fucking die in the heat. If you didn't know, us goths don't enjoy the heat very much. Yeah, thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms, so I'm so down for that. You have no idea. This is a weird strike. You see, I love thunderstorms. I absolutely love thunderstorms. I can't even lie. I absolutely adore them. I think we're still loading in here, which is a bit strange. Oh, there we are. That took a while.
Calling all Guardians. We're under attack.
Don't worry, Anna. We're here.
I hope you're ready for a fight because this one is serious.
Oh, this is Braytech.
The Hiveworm God's soul has surfaced from beneath Mars and he's attacking Rasputin. Head to the power station and I'll fill you in. Together, we can stop him.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Klepto, how's it going, man? I love it when we're on Mars on this game. I think Mars, they did such a nice job of making this place look pretty. Okay. I've forgotten how to play Arc class, by the way. So, just FYI. Oh, we're going into the frozen depths of Mars. I'm glad you're doing good, Klepto. How's things? How's things at home?
But it still needs more
How
power.
was Katie and
We're going to overload
the wee
Rasputin's
one?
core, then soak up the excess energy with Javelin.
Told Theodorus. Wall. 100 hours in Command and Conquer. Jesus Christ, dude.
Open the cooling
You
vents on
okay?
the inhibitors. Then hit it with everything you've got.
Attention. Neural net inhibitor
Oh, for the record, guys, if you didn't know, yes, that is Stephen Fry.
Fluctuations will result in a critical failure.
That is Stephen Fry's voice.
All personnel are advised to initiate safety protocol.
I too am melting, as are my children.
Is a happy work environment.
You see, it's difficult being a goth family in this weather. Especially because being the father goth of the family, I exclusively own black clothes. My hay fever is going crazy. I have been sweating the entire day. And then I get in the shower and then get out and sweat immediately after. It's fantastic. I mean, living the dream, right? And for anyone who might be watching at any point overseas, please consider that the UK itself doesn't have air conditioning in terms of we don't have the currents, air currents going over us, which means that we melt and we die because we don't have the way to extract the humidity. So scientifically, when the Brits complain about heat, there is a logical reason for that. I don't want to hear how warm it is in Texas. I don't want to hear how warm it is in Alabama. Like, you think that's bad, etc., etc. It's not about that. Oh, we got a spider bro hanging out with us.
Got it. Neural net
You can't
is
see it,
online
but he's
and
just
ready.
behind my screen. He's
Now
a big
for the
boy.
inhibitor vent. The inhibitor vent is open.
Oh my god. Oh, so that's what my ability was. It's basically Superman.
Core power levels approaching critical overload. Personnel are recommended to evacuate.
That makes sense. I probably should have thought of that myself. Where do I go to get out of here again? Oh. Well, that was easier than I expected.
Great work. Get to the core before it goes critical. It's time to forge a new Valkyrie.
Oh, the Valkyrie. Of course. I'm gonna get teleported.
Really use the Valkyrie right now.
Even though I'm literally right there, that's fine.
Stabilized. Kind of. The Valkyrie is ready. Alright. I need you to throw the Valkyrie into the core and force a full meltdown.
See, that would make a really good sense, actually, what you suggested. I should probably do that.
Complete core meltdown initiated. If you can hear this message, you are too close to the core.
Thank you, Stephen Fry.
The Valkyrie has been successfully charged, but it looks like we may have shut down the facility in the process.
Bad news. You also shut down Rasputin's defenses. I'm plotting you a direct path to Zol. You gotta move.
Ah. That's a good summer hack, though, man. I'm gonna have to try it. Oh, hi. Oh, hello there.
So powerful. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, it's Zol. I bet it's amazing, to be fair. If I'd had the foresight, I would have done it myself. Okay, hi Zol.
I knew you could do it, Guardian. You saved Rasputin and Mars.
We couldn't have done it without you, Anna. Thanks for the assist.
Thank Rasputin. This was his plan.
Oh yeah. Where's my loot? Sorry, I just knocked something down here. Cool. Go to orbit. Just need to find something because I'm going to need it in the morning. Yeah, it's fine. Got it. My security pass for working from home. And also alcohol. I have an engram to go get. See if we get anything cool. Oh. No worries, Klepto. You take care of yourself. Have fun. Enjoy your drawings. And enjoy, man. I'll swing by one of your streams when I get a second. Anyone who's watching this stream via YouTube or Twitch, please check out Klepto NB's art streams when he does them. He also streams some games, but honestly, the guy's a great artist and it's really good fun to watch. I've got back into digital art recently myself, and if I weren't a little embarrassed, I mean, I'm a graphic designer, I shouldn't be, but you know, there's a part of me that's a bit concerned about actually streaming myself doing my art, i.e. the illustrations that I produce sometimes. Let's see what our engram is. What you got for me, boy?
so barter is warranted.
Anything cool? Lonesome kinetic weapon. Let's have a look. It's a sidearm.
Sadly, the Red Legion's defeat will not bring back our lost archives. Some things
It's not as good as this. No worries, dude. You're welcome. Let's see. 1002, 1002, 1002, 1002. So we ain't got anything yet, but
I must admit,
there's
Guardian,
every chance that while we're doing this, because we can still get decent gear, and what I tend to do is towards the end of the evening, I do some PvP, and I have not failed to get an upgrade from PvP so far.
Guardians are always welcome. Hello, Guardian. Welcome.
Let's go back into some strikes. I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I am. It's fine. So I don't actually normally play Arc on my Titan. I usually play the Solar class, so Sunbreaker. We big fucking hammer. But we've got an objective on at the moment. So let's have a look at this. What are my options again? Code of the Missile, that's the one I've got. I usually play again different, but we've got an objective right now. I keep coming back to this map and just I'm gonna sound like a Bungie shill, but I just think that they've done such a good job of making this game so aesthetically pleasing in so many amazing ways. This is definitely some apple juice for the sake of YouTube. Oh my god. You know, when it's warm outside, there's nothing better. Also, if any of you are into TCGs, i.e. Any Yu-Gi-Oh! Or shit, which is what I play, Yu-Gi-Oh! I do have a Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel called DarkGX137. So that's DarkGX137. I actually do have more subs over on that channel, not Twitch, but on YouTube. I've only got 7 YouTube subscribers, but on my other one I've got like 30 odd. Small channels, but I'm going places if I can. Not university, but places. I ain't got time for university, I've got 2 kids. But he's got time for Destiny and Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently, so that's the thing. I took a page out of your book, Lord Arbiter, and started playing around with the Monarch build, by the way, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've had some real fun with it. There'll be a deck profile on that soon. But slightly different to how you've done it. Obviously, I've done my own build. But it's pretty mean, and I've had a lot of fun with it online. Everything about this game, though, it's like, I know I've played Destiny 2 a lot before, but I just feel like I'm rediscovering it while playing it at the moment. Oh yeah, good. Well, I'm gonna say I've had some real fun. You know, with the it's the Erebus and Ether monarchs, so the Underworld and Heavenly monarchs, based around those, and it's really fun. There'll be a deck profile on that probably in about a month. I mean, the deck, I filmed it today, but it's not on my YouTube queue for about a month because, of course, I've made a backlog of videos which will be going up on DarkGX137, and you'll see it soon. But it focuses around Erebus and Ether. Oh, you made one of those on Edo today. You see, I've been playtesting it on Edo for a good 20. Well, I've had a good string of matches. Like I tested it against like Mathmex, Altergeist, stuff like that. And if I get my lockdown into effect on it, it shuts down a lot of plays. Because I also run one Majesty's and Vanity's Fiend in there to make it mean. So get my Monarchs out, drop both of those onto the field where I can using Adea and the other one. Adea and the other guy, you know, the dark version of Adea, the one that summons with for Adea. That is so cool though. I worked out a play where I can spin with Erebus, get stuff out with Ether, and then get a Karaz on the field to remove other stuff from the field. Then if I play my cards right and I've got 2 Vanities and 3 Majesties, you see I just run 1 of each, and 3 Veiler. Anyway, you'll see my build anyway, but the one I play is the one I've had the most fun with. It's really annoying to play against. I mean, my favorite thing about it was that obviously with Domain active on field, you can close down the Mathmech boss monster quite easily if you've got Ether out. Because of course that's 3000. You get your plus from the Domain. Of course, you can't negate him, but what you can do is you can run over it with Erebus or Adea. Ether, sorry. And it's quite good fun. And I mean, the one I built was just it's pretty mean. I've had a lot of fun with it, and it's one that, I mean, I saw a guy's deck profile on it a while back, and I was like, well, I want to tweak it slightly and include a few things that he didn't. So mine's a 42 card version because it has a little bit more utility, but at the same time, I included that utility for a reason. Yeah, exactly. Monarchs. It's like if you don't run 3 Monarchs Storm Forth and sacrifice your opponent's monster, making them cry and/or scoop, then you're doing it wrong.
Let me see what I can find out. Scanning.
My favorite one was they made board, and then I had them under I believe it was, I think it was Majesties, the monster effects. Yeah, Majesties. And then what I did was, because monster effects are negated, I dropped Monarch Storm Forth and just took one of their monsters on the main board, and played my Erebus, spun their other boss monster back to deck because its effects negated, so it can be targeted, and then just from there played right into their hand, and they got really mad. There was a lot of swear words and a lot of salt, but then that's how I know I was playing the deck right. And honestly, the Monarchs are so underrated. Oh yeah, I play 1 Escalation. I do play Escalation. Escalation is fun. In fact, I'll tell you what, after this strike, I'll go through my deck, what the deck profile is. The one that I've I mean, the deck that I've put together that I'm having fun with. I mean, there's a YouTube video, but it's not coming out for like a week, so I'll tell you in advance. But it's my build that I've put together. I mean, I don't have Ash Blossoms and I don't have Ghost Ogres, so I'm running Veiler instead. I was gonna do Battle Fader. Yeah, Escalation and Stormforth is hilarious. You put Escalation, Stormforth, get Majesties and Vanities out if you can play that board. Just take your opponent's monsters, they can't do anything about it, and it's hilarious. Also, I like to run the Prime Monarch at 2. The Prime Monarch is hilarious, because your opponent thinks they've got one over on you, you activate it from the grave, special summon it out. They can't get over it because they're just going to poke, and then they don't poke, and then they cry. And then next turn you tribute it for under domain for an ether. You send the 2 for ether, special summon a Erebus, use the Erebus, and then you spin their other card, and they still can't stop you. I see. I run 2 just because. I don't know. I found 2 less cloggy when I needed it versus when I didn't need it, for example. Because there were times when I didn't want Prime in hand, and I have got 3 copies, but the final deck had 2 copies. Another deck I've had a lot of fun with is Prophecy. So using Prophecy with, you know, triple Spellbook of Fate. Because Fate is absolutely ridiculous. And just makes the deck ridiculously consistent for what it is. You run 3 Fate and you just win. Run 3 Fate and you just stop people playing. Banish stuff, and it doesn't target either, so it's like underrated and kind of broken. Like, if you play the draw spell for Monarchs, I believe I am. I'll go through the deck profile after this, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm playing.
This blight, does it look familiar to you? Like the blight in the Dreaming City?
Savathun extends her reach at last.
Oh, this is Savathun.
What makes you so certain?
There's no certainty where the Witch Queen is concerned, but I have strong suspicions. Above all, she seeks knowledge to inform her plans, and seeks pawns to carry them out. The sphere offers both.
I'll just go through it with you, just because otherwise I'll be here forever. Yeah. You see the one, I suppose the best thing about Monarchs is you don't have to play a set deck. You can just play whatever you think whatever suits your playstyle more is what you play. And that's how I play. Like, for me, someone might go, oh, it's much more efficient to run this card, and I'm like, well, I don't like that card, so I won't play it, kind of thing. All I can tell you is the deck is actually really good. I mean, I used to have way back. We're talking Lord Arbiter. You'll remember the Victoria Hall days. I used to have a Caius deck with Aeatos in it as well. So I used to run like a DD macro Caius deck with Aeatos in there. And it was really irritating to play against, but good fun. Because you'd be like, okay, so banish, Aeatos, banish. And that was my favourite thing. Because especially when it was a Gravekeeper format, you played Macro Cosmos and the Gravekeepers got triggered. The same with the Light Swans. That said though, my Light Sworn deck profile just went live on DarkJX137. It went live yesterday. Oh, yeah. Oh, Frog Monarchs. Oh, my God. Ugh. No. Disgusting. It's great, but honestly, playing against it, you're like, disgusting.
I think the Vex can handle the rest.
To be fair though, my Aeatos, macro Aeatos deck was disgusting. And my Nordic deck as well. The Nordic deck in that back in the time when I played it was just like.
We defeated Oryx. If Savathun wants a fight, she'll get one.
She is not as foolhardy as her brother. She would never risk a direct confrontation. We will know her next move only when she makes it. And only if we're wise enough to recognize it.
I need an upgrade module. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this part down for YouTube.